Thank you for clicking on my video. Today we're going to be reviewing this, the Snugpak Stratosphere. Snugpak Stratosphere, easily pitched, lightweight, packs up small, bivvy, hooped bivvy shelter, where the canopy is raised off your face. Gives you plenty of room inside your head end to move about, shoulder room. Ideal stealth tent. You'll see. Stratosphere is quite easy to put up, quite quick and simple. Just roll it out like you would a normal bivvy bag. It comes with these two aluminium poles for the hooped end, which are colour coded. This one, black. This one, green. The sleeves, also colour coded, so you've got green and black. Same as the tabs at the ends going, you've got green and black. So you just thread them into there. Coloured sleeves. Pop the ends in the tabs. You've got two options, the closer one and the one further away. The closer one makes it more tight, but I've found if you put it in that one, it's harder to zip up the hood and the mosquito net, so I always put it in the outer one. All you've got to do is peg it out. It comes with 7 aluminium peg. Right, let's jump inside it. Take my shoes off. So as you can see, it's quite easy to get inside because it opens up quite far. And then, oh, the zip does get caught. But as you can see, it's got rain flaps there and that side there and Velcro, so no water should really get in there, and all the seams are fully taped. Let's have a look inside it. So this is the mosquito net. You've got a vent there, it's got a pocket on the top, it's got a zip part there, or a bit you could just stick like a jumper or hat, or and then the mosquito net. So you've got quite a lot of ventilation. It's supposed to be breathable. It's got a bathtub type floor or ground mat, ground sheet, which is an 8,000mm hydrostatic head. So it shouldn't really let water through. It's quite tricky to zip up, to be fair, when I'm inside it. But because I put the poles on the outer one, it's a bit easier. You can see, you can just lie in here and look at the stars. I have attempted to sleep in this a couple of times in the summer, but obviously it was hot weather, and as soon as I got in it, I did find it quite hot and stuffy, and you know, I couldn't really get on with it, so I bailed. I reckon in cooler weather, this should be all right. So the mozzie net. As you can see, it's the hoop section that keeps the canopy off of your face. Inside, There's a vent there with the rain cover on the outside, which in dry weather you can take off and roll up. It's got a zip that runs to about say about halfway, and the outer fly sheet is a 5,000mm hydrostatic head. Although from the reviews I've read, it holds up in light rain but not so much in heavy rain. I did have it out in rain and noticed that the foot end, being flat as it is, collects a pool of water. It does sort of seep through. I'm presuming if you sleep on it, your body will keep that up. If not, you could push your bag to the foot end and create a tunnel. So with the canopy shut, shouldn't get any water in there. And then along here, it's got a storm flap, and on the zip, it's got another storm flap. So once it's velcroed in, that will be completely covered. And then velcro it, which I suppose you could leave the zip undone and just have the velcro, which might give you a bit more airflow underneath. I'm not sure how waterproof it would be though if you did that. It's got a storm flap across here, so when it's really wet, you can roll the mozzie net away. It's got a little loop that can be rolled away, and then you can zip the whole thing up. Is really tight though, really difficult to zip up, if I'm honest. And the storm flap, you're completely covered from the weather, although I reckon that's going to be pretty claustrophobic in there. Not sure I'd like that. Part 2, we'll test this. Right, so what do I think of it? First impression, well, it's not really first impressions. I've had this, I bought this myself. I've had it for about a year now. I've attempted to use it twice in hot weather, and it's just too hot and stuffy for me inside it. I think with it zipped up like this, even in colder weather, to me, that would be a bit too claustrophobic. I have lay in it, and there's not really much airflow. You have got the airflow for the back here, but I don't think I'd get on with it with that zipped up. Now with the mosquito net, with the extra ventilation, I think it might be doable in colder weather. I think it will repel some water. I think in massive storms, I think you're gonna have a problem. Like I've mentioned, I did have it out before, I wasn't in it, so hence the bottom end was flat, and it did pull water on the end, which did start to soak through, and it left it a bit of a mess inside. It's quite well made. It's light. It's not as light as, I'll put the weight of it up there on the screen. It's not as light as other bivy bags I've seen. Price point is around about 140 quid, which is sort of mid-range, ain't too bad. It's not as expensive as some of the Rab ones. It's not as cheap as I think the Gear Top one, which I like the look of, which has a vent in the bottom, seems to be cheaper. Really got to give it a chance sleeping it. So part 2, if you join me in part 2, I'm going to spend a night. I'm going to pick a rainy night, so I'm going to really test it in weather. I'm also going to show you the Snugpak jungle blanket, and we're going to test that in cooler weather. Thank you for watching.